So we're going to have Rohit Srivastava, the Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager with the C3 Fund, joining us momentarily. In the meantime, if you haven't noticed, Georgia just had their Senate election. It went Democratic for the first time in a couple of decades. And so what that means for the Senate, having Democratic majority, what that means for the cannabis industry, we're going to get into all of that. So welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, Capital Markets Analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. So with that, we're going to bring on Rohit Srivastava, Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager with the C3 Fund, to kind of give us a little bit of an update. Rohit, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. So what do you got for us? Obviously, the Georgia Senate runoff was crazy. Stocks and the cannabis stocks are going nuts. What do you got for us?
So like today's market was crazy, and we were anticipating this kind of a change in the last 1 week. But before disclaimer that this is all for entertainment, this is all for learning. There is no, we're not trying to tell you what to invest. This is purely for telling you and having you learn how to invest and giving you some idea about how we invest and how do we invest into different kind of stocks. So this is the Cannabis Index, which we have been tracking from all these months. So here is the picture of what happened today. These are the stocks which we track, the 19 stocks. Now it's 18 stocks. And in this year, what we're going to do is we're going to add maybe 5 or 6 stocks more into this list. And that would be probably at the end of this month, at the January. But these are the stocks which we were invested as of today. Some of them you can see that skyrocketed. Some of them didn't do that well, and most of them, like IIPR, it's more like a property management for the cannabis. So what it gives me an idea is that mostly the manufacturers and the growers probably they did very well. And you are an expert, subject matter expert in this. I'm just giving you what the data is telling. But the other ones didn't do that great. More the manufacturers are the one which did very well. Mm-hmm. So we are very bullish on right now. The C3 is very bullish on the marijuana market as ever before. And in order to give you an idea why, let me give you an idea about like what was happening in the last 1 month and why do we think that it's so. What we're going to do is we're going to look at MJ and we're going to do some analysis and explain you why we are bullish as before. So first, the money flow index. The money flow index is at the bottom since the election. So since the election, it actually had bottomed out, but it is not in the downward direction. It is in the upward direction. There was a little bit of spike. There was a little bit of downturn in the last 1 week, but that's only a little bit of sell-off at the end of the year to take the profits for what some of the people might have gained. But even though with that, there was not a major sell-off. The second aspect is the MACD reversal, where you can see that the MACD reversal is happening. And during this time, it's happening even before it actually reaching to zero. That is actually very incredible. There is a little bit more complicated reasoning for the MACD as well. It's just not that, but to oversimplify it, that's probably one of the reasons why you can see that the MACD reversal is happening. We already had a golden signal in golden intersection way back in December. And since that, then the market had been consolidating. But what it really tells is it's the market, the marijuana market, it is in the bullish signal. And even when we saw a little bit of correction happening from the highs, the 3 months highs, the reversal didn't really reach to 50-day moving average before it turned around. That's actually a very positive signal. A very positive signal means, like from economics perspective, the investors couldn't even wait till reaching 50-day moving average, and they wanted to step in and buy more stocks. So what I have to conclude right now for a short term, since we are mostly like a short term investors, is that my guess is based on the VWAP on a high price level, I think my view is that MJ would actually reach about $21.71 by March. Now, again, this is about what is that? How much? It's at $17. So that's still like about 20 to 25% from where it is right now. So it is still looking for a very good run for at least for the next 2 months, and that's why I think it is the perfect time to invest in C3. Number one, we have been doing a lot better than any of these funds. If you look at our previous podcast and look at how we have done a lot better than any of these stocks. Cannabis market is hottest as ever. And the third reason is that we are estimating a triple-digit growth in 2021. Those are the three reasons why I think it would be a perfect time to invest in C3 fund at this point. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions or if you want to know more, anything about that, this is my email address and phone number, or you can reach out to Josh, which he will give information about during this podcast.
Yeah, all that information we'll have in the show notes as well. So for the triple-digit return, that is our prediction for the year. So you have to come back to the Talking Hedge and find out. We're going to end on this from Chris about cannabis legalization in 2021. It's going to be a huge cultural change in America. Again, you have to come back to the Talking Hedge and find out. I want to thank my guest, Rohit Srivastava, Chief Investment Officer and Portfolio Manager with the C3 Fund. Rohit, thanks for being back on the podcast.
Thanks, Josh. I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't. And I'm out. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.